Hey y'all, this is Jesse Caitlin, your brother-in-arms in the war for peace, and this is your weekly oracle card / energetic reading for the week of April 8th, yes, in 2018. If you are a new subscriber to the channel and you don't really know anything about me, I am a transgendered man, and I am in the very beginning process of such things. I'm an empath and indigo child. I am clairsentient, clairaudient, and clairvoyant in an array of regards. And so that is how I channel things. I feel, I see, and I hear. All right. And so if you would like a personal reading with me, or if you want to schedule a healing Reiki session, all of that information will be down below. Basic gist is you send the payment, then you send an email to jessiecaitlin777 at gmail.com. jessiecaitlin777 at gmail.com. I think I said that right. And yeah, and then we'll get you saddled up. And it typically takes less than 48 hours to receive your personal reading. Alrighty, so this week I'm using the Druid Craft Tarot deck by Stephanie and Philip Carr-Gomm. It's a very masculine sort of energy deck in a way, and I really love, for whatever reason, the artwork, which actually is the artwork by someone else, Will Worthington. The way Will Worthington draws feet in this deck. They're really big. They're a prominent feature of the body, and it's super cool. Also, if you're new to the channel, I think all of my stuff is for PG. I think it's PG. I'd say PG. I'm not G. You know, I can be when I'm talking directly to children, but I literally, that's not what I'm doing here, is it? No. No, it is not. All right, so I'm not getting an initial energetic feeling. Let's just all zone in together. Put in our energies. Space is non-linear, nor is time. So no matter when you're watching this, no matter how, there can be a message in it for you if you ask. Ooh. I'm loving it so far. Let's get the overall tone. I'm like excited, like I'm excited to turn it over because the card, it like almost doesn't want to be flipped over. Is it a surprise? No, but that is awesome. Okay. So we have the Lady, 8 of Pentacles, and 8 of Wands, with the overall tone for the week being King of Wands. So that King of Wands, that being structured, that being truly magical and okay, hold on, because I was going to go into a whole description, and you'll have to forgive me, but don't. If you find it offensive. But they're saying that there's a trigger word in the booklet. I know what the King of Wands typically stands for, but every time I try to go and they're like, no, wait, don't say it, forget it. And I'm like, okay, fine. Resolute, inquiring, optimistic. Okay, inquiring. So, but because it's the King of Wands. Okay, they're starting to keep going. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to read this to you since it seems so pertinent. A windfall or negotiations, particularly involving financial arrangements associated with marriage or divorce. Okay. I'm doing a twin flame reading after I do this reading, so I'll be in the same setup and outfit and whatever, so. But that makes a lot of sense that there's this huge romantic pull happening in the air. Property settlements, charities, trusts, or arts project funding, a need to express ideas, make important decisions, set goals, or seek a guiding vision. All right. Thank you, because I was going to go off into the spiel about how it's all about you taking control, but this kingliness, this King of Wands here, through this deck, this is why I was inspired to use it, the message really being here. And again, I am sorry about the lighting. I am trying to find a good spot. I haven't been having, that's a direct reflection for a blockage I have, isn't it? I have not found really good lighting yet. Or a really, really good spot. There's a great spot right outside for the future, but that's only in good weather conditions and when there's not a lot of wind. But if you decide to support the channel in any way, getting a personal reading or what have you, there is also an energy exchange donation. So if you decide to contribute to the channel in that way, that will contribute to things like I could get a microphone that I could wear, and that it could, if it's easy enough to use, because I'm a simple tech person, y'all. So like if I have a microphone I could wear, and or things like romance decks, because I don't really have like a romance deck. But I digress. This kingliness is about being the conduit between humanity and all of its flaws, including in the king. So I am a person, I am flawed. Yeah, so that's that's partly why we live life in this existence, is to be put in situations to make you ask questions, so that you might discover the answer, some of which you'll never know. But this inquisition is very kingly, because these are questions you're asking about yourself. They're questions you're asking for yourself. And these are questions that you know will not be answered by anyone or anything immediately. Like there's not going to be this, aha, boom, right in front of your face sort of sign answer. I mean, it could happen for some of you, but that's not what this week feels. This week feels like we are put in an energetic space for these new beginnings, right? Okay, and so we are put in this energetic space, and this week we are really going to feel it. I wanted to wrap up that thought. We're going to be put in the energetic space to where we feel the foundation within ourselves, and we know how to continue building off of that foundation. You know, we can ask ourselves the right questions. We can we have surrounded ourselves with people who can push us and challenge us and contribute with us, not tear us down, not belittle, not demean in any way. There is no room for that in healthy partnerships, be they relationship in romantic aspect, be they relationship in professional aspect, or relationship in the home aspect. Love comes in all forms. And so they all have a space of contribution and support. We don't ever have to tear anybody down. If anybody tells you that that's love, or if they're in an egotistical state where they're saying like, oh, but I'm just asking you a question, but really like it feels like they're instigating you, it's okay to, you know, draw the line and say like, no. Or ask yourself the question why they're acting that way, right? That's a very kingly sort of inquisition of, you know, why would someone do that? And then using their empathy and their imagination, the power of their mind, to understand that if you were born in their position and had exactly their experiences, you would have done the exact same thing. Let that be the foundation for, I'm not sure why I needed to say that message, right? I rarely do. I'm just the messenger. I'm just the conduit. All right. So, but take that as you will, and allow that kind of inquisition to really be your lens, your focus on everyone and everything around you. And you'll start to see the big picture that is your own self. Okay. But so we have the Lady, Eight of Pentacles, and Ace of Wands. So this is being in a place to recognize the potential to move forward. So we have all of these blessings, and we're going to get a nice little burst of flow. Open your arms to receive. Open your energies to be a funnel of absolute abundance. You are a wide bandwidth of divine energetic information. With the bandwidth and the internet being the analogy, yes, are you following me? The wider you are, the more information can flow through you, the more the matrix can form around you. And we've worked really, really hard to get up to this point, especially those of the divine feminine energy who have had to rely on nothing but their faith to draw these things in. You know, it's one thing to be a divine masculine energy and apply structure. It's another to embody divine feminine energy and rely on whim and divine synchronicity. But so for those of you who have had to rely on that faith, it's coming around in the forms that you need. You have formed with your faith and your trust in yourself and the matrix and the universe to take care of business. And you're going to have that and then some. Typically speaking, generally speaking. 8 of Pentacles for the middle of the week. Practice makes perfect. Okay, look what I did. Look what I did with my power. Ha! Ha! That leads into the Ace of Wands. Total new beginnings. And again, they want me to read from the booklet. They ain't playing games with the words of Philip and Stephanie. They want, there's a reason why this deck was chosen. Aces, 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 ace of wands. Here we go. Conception, birth, initiation, creative energy. The gift of creative energy is within your grasp. The qualities of element of fire, enthusiasm, energy, vitality, intuition may all be enhanced in your life, taking the initiative. The contemplation or fulfillment of a project or creative endeavor, conception or birth of a child. Now, that's interesting because I had a vision, and I'm never having children. I love children. I love helping to mold a mind. I don't want that responsibility 24/7. I don't want all the other things that childhood comes with. But I did have a vision about me and my twin flame, and I feel like the time is coming, which is why I'm going to be doing a twin flame reading, divine masculine and feminine reading after this, of being pregnant. And when they came back, it was time for us both to give birth. And so this creative energy is really, really in the air. And this, like, the time is now. The time is now to implement your ideas, to put it into practice, to continue building off of that foundation, to ask yourself the questions of where do I go from here? What can I do? How blessed am I? Always, always, always. And this week is in particular is a really, really good time for you to practice appreciation and the attitude of gratitude, because the more you send out, the more will come back. And the beginning of this week is proof. So if you're one of the people who happen to not be in such a blessed format, I am getting blessing though. Even if you are struggling to deal with your circumstances and the karmic lessons that you've signed up to learn in this life, there's like a gap that needs to be filled. And I'm sensing things like, can you pay your bills right now? Ta-da, magic. Somehow a big gap is filled, or a critical, not big, a critical gap is filled so that you may grow and continue to extend your energy elsewhere. Okay? Take what you're given and go with it. What can you build? What further gaps can you fill? How can you build your ladder and climb it? How stable can you make it? What is that inspiration and that innovative newness? I just heard a whole new life. The Ace of Wands and the King of Wands showing up in this reading. It's a lot of really good energy of taking control, asking the right questions, therefore getting the right answers. Yes? Not to contradict myself in that the message before about the aha moment, there are many levels and many reasons for aha moments. And that wave of inspiration kind of feels like an aha, or rather a clicking in and feeling so connected and so good about your frequencies, about what they're attracting in, and how to move forward about this. Gifts, practice, hope. That is the life of the king. All right? Take your gifts, put them into practice, hope for the future, dream. Awesome. Awesome. There it is. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for having me. I love you for loving yourself. Have a wonderful week, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.